What's up, Mama fans? This is Stone Series, and in today's video, I'm going to be going through all the films and shows that were on stage at D23. So last night, obviously, I did my two reactions for the Werewolf by Night and the Secret Invasion. They will be up on the video by now. So if you haven't ever watched yet, I would say go and watch them. I mean, my reactions to the both are pretty amazing, and what I break down is pretty cool. But here today, like I said, so we've got the films. Obviously, once we already know, but just give more details, and then the shows as well. I mean, there are a couple of big ones, like the Werewolf one, the Thunderbolts. Obviously, Thunderbolts got a big one. Then there's one I don't want to say yet. Just obviously, we finally got some new news on this. Like, finally got some news on it. And then a big one, let's say, for the Captain America one. And this is a bit. I mean, that's got to be one of the biggest ones out there of that time. But we could say one I'm about to go on to first, the Black Panther. To me, this one's bigger, or the one they put up. I mean, no one else is saying it, but obviously it must have been told at D23. But, well, there's other way to see on that. I mean, in a couple of days. But let's start with that one then. So let's start with the Black Panther Wakanda Forever's one. So, here we go. So, first off, they were saying that, obviously the person who works on it, saying that he is still in the editing process and cutting room for the film. Okay, so I'm still working on it. There was some footage shown there, but sadly, I was hoping to get a new trailer from last night, but for some reason they haven't done that, so. And I thought, because it's coming out in November, so I thought this was roughly the time to get a new one now. But hopefully who knows, maybe this week we might get it. I would have thought there'd be one in September, because we're not that far off. But hopefully we still get it this month. Obviously there was that, yeah, the footage. Now they brought some more stuff on the film, saying about the film focus on the rest of the world, trying to, capitalize on getting Wakanda's resources and they're at their weakness. Okay, so obviously that makes sense, because obviously with the death of T'Challa, so looks like Wakanda must be in a weak state, because without a king, well, I mean, you could say, well, what about the Dora Tub? So how would they be in the weak state? But if they ain't got someone taking the throne, then, well, really ain't got to taking the throne. Sure, maybe obviously Shuri and T'Challa's mother could be taking the phone for now, but obviously by the end of the film, Shuri would take the phone, which I'll get to in a sec on that one. Some other footage was shown of a lot of Namor's action, a lot of action scenes, and it also includes him fighting M'Baku, Man-Ape. Okay, so they must have shown some more footage of that. They said. Oh yeah, then they bring up something about the Wakanda's at a very different place following Avengers Endgame, and apparently it says that with better involved tech. So okay, so looks like they've been doing some upgrading on their tech since Endgame. I don't know what kind of evolved yet, but well, it's gonna be interesting to see. Then obviously we had the people on stage, obviously the director, we got the Shuri, I believe that the one who plays Man-Ape is there. Who has a blah blah blah, and well, according to what I got on this info here. And then now this one, I mean, this is the one that's not gonna run a lot on the internet. I mean, apparently it was only one thing I found on Facebook, and I was like, is it legit? Is it true? But it must be. According to it, they are saying that Shuri is the new Black Panther of the MCU, which I'm happy about. That brings back around about the, if they ain't got no one leading Wakanda, so I would say by the end of the film, Shuri, once she's got the mantle, she'll take the throne as queen, I would say. And then and it looks like how they finished that bit off. Kevin Feige calls the film the biggest thing they have ever done. Okay, I mean, I thought Avengers Endgame was that, but obviously how the Black Panther one must have went, it must have been, really good. Moving on, we got Ironheart. Now, there's not a good quality of this, but they did reveal like they said it's a new logo, but it looks like but the logo really to me just looks the same, but I think the tone of it looks a bit different, like the colouring and all that. Obviously, that's what I thought last night, like, oh, yeah, it's got that similar look to the poster we saw before, but with a different, maybe the colouring and all that, and what it looks like it's different. That's what I'm taking here. They also say they actually showed the teaser. That was it. They showed a teaser of the show, but sadly, like I said, that's not on the internet as well. They do confirm that the actor is playing the Hood. Obviously, I'll spell his name. Anthony, and his last name is Ramos. That's the actor who's playing the Hood. So, I mean, we already knew this was happening, but obviously, they just got like, oh, we'll just double confirm it. And then, like one we've heard before, that's been said about them saying that the show explores the battle between magic and tech. Well, that's already been brought up on the internet before anyway, but obviously, like I said, I think they just wanted to, double confirm that. Then the next one, they moved on to Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. Well, Quantumania. I think I'm saying it right. First off, they said the film definitely links with Avengers, the Kang Dynasty. Well, makes sense, because obviously Kang's in the film. Now, there was one from the actress who played the very first Wasp. Well, the old one. And it seems like Paul Bettany's saying this. Well, no, that might be more down here, but actually, I'll have a read through, then it might come back to me saying, oh, it's the same thing. According to it, they're saying Paul Wood says the film is unlike anything you've seen before from the Ant-Man, with the small characters doing something so big. Oh, so it's sort of what the actress said. Well, what it was, the actress who plays Hank Pym's wife in the second film, and you could, she came out to say that it sounded like that this film is going to be darker than the first two, which, okay, I mean, could make sense, because obviously Kang is dangerous, so maybe that's what she was mean by, I don't know. Then we got announcement that Jimmy Woo is making a return with the same actor, so that's pretty cool. And then they also say, there was some footage shown. According to the one I got, it says it shows that Scott Lang having to do a heist in the quantum realm for Kang, or else he won't get Cassie back. Yeah, because I heard on another video, I think it was New Rockstars, and because apparently the one who was doing that video I watched earlier, he was actually there. He says that when he watched the footage, he says that something was taken from Kang, and he wants Scott to get it back for him. But he doesn't say what it is, because obviously that would spoil the film then. But so it seems like something was taken from Kang, or maybe someone, because he did speculate saying, oh, maybe it's the woman from Loki, the one who eventually will become Kang's wife in the MCU. Well, in the comics, she is Kang's wife. So, I mean, I wouldn't fully be her. Maybe it's an object, but if it was her, I'll be surprised if she was in this. Because by the end of the end season of Loki, season 1, I said to myself, like, oh, I wonder if she's gonna find her future husband, Kang. But, well, we don't know yet, obviously, until we see Loki season 2. Then we move on to Werewolf by Night. So the trailer for it last night, which I've said is already up on my channel, really looks amazing. Very different tone of the whole thing. It's very different to what the other projects we've had before. So obviously we got the logo, obviously for the Werewolf by Night, and there was a poster there as well. We got a poster. They also confirmed obviously who's the director, of the special, and it's Michael, and his last name is Giacchino. So he's the director. But according to it, it says he's previously worked with the Marvel Studios on some scores like Nowhere Home. So, okay, that's interesting. Then obviously they confirm about who is playing who. So we got the Werewolf by Night, Jake Russell, that's the character. And then looks like they do confirm that, yes, Emily Bloodstone is in the show, and she is shown in the trailer. And they're saying they're the leads of the special. They say that like in the trailer, it's a black and white retool horror mystery, which it is in black and white, which is very interesting. And then we get our first glimpse in the trailer. This is a spoiler alert. Man-Thing. Yes, Man-Thing is in the shot in this special as well, which, oh my god, I mean, when we heard about this, I was like, yes, I hope it's true. And now it's true. I mean, like I said in my video yesterday, I said, I hope now that the other stories, like, who said was in it, like Blade, Moon Knight, I'm hoping they do make an appearance in it as well. Maybe I'll say they'll make an appearance as cameos by the end of the special, but that'll be pretty cool. But we also, with that, they do give a poster out, and the poster's really good. The poster for it is good. You know, you got the character who's obviously Werewolf by Night, and then like in his shadow, it's like in the form of his wolf form. So that's pretty cool. And just a reminder, when that's out, that's October the 7th, and that'll be on a Friday. And I thought first, I thought, like, well, that's a bit odd. Why not Thursday? And then I realised, oh wait, episode 8 of SheHulk will be on there. So they must not want to follow two things at the same day. Which, okay, I thought they might have done, but yeah, probably not. And then, like I said about Man-Thing, like the looks of him, he looks pretty cool, and he will have his ability that he'll burn people when he touches people. And like I said about that yesterday, I said that I think that only happens when if the person has a bad soul, like, oh, if they've done bad things, and it's like, yeah, that's the reason why he's being burned, or she. Then we move on to Secret Invasion. Obviously, the actor War Machine comes on board to talk about the show, and another one, which I'll get to in a sec. They do show off the trailer. I did see the trailer as well. That was my next video after the Werewolf by Night one. Pretty cool and everything. I go into discuss what could be going on and all that, so you could jump to that very well. Then the next thing they bring up with the obviously War Machine actor is the Armor Wars. So yes, we're still getting Armor Wars. Don't you worry, people. Armor Wars is still happening. And we got a new logo for it, which the logo looks interesting. It's kind of like the logo, obviously the words are all like in the metal, like in a metal-y, different type of metal, like what the first pop logo had. But this time around, the O on the armor is glowing like the chest piece. So that's very interesting. And then, obviously, the actor War Machine says that the show begins filming next year. And this one's a big one. And it's set right after Secret Invasion. Okay, so I would say maybe that means then when we watch the first episode of Armor Wars, like the beginning of the episode, it might automatically jump. It might be like, oh, this is taking place maybe like a minute or in seconds or 10 minutes or a day after Secret Invasion finale. That's what I'm taken with. Then Loki came on. So the Loki was on stage as well. There was like well, I would say it's a new logo, but I think it's a logo we saw at the San Diego. Even Tom Hiddleston was on stage, obviously. They confirm of a new actor joining the cast. And it's the actor, which I found out very late last night when I was going through getting all the information ready for today's video. I found out that this actor is actually the actor who played the kid in Indiana Jones 2. Which I was like, oh, okay. And also there at D23, he got reunited with, obviously, the actor who plays Indiana Jones. Oh, I forgot to say his name. You know what I'm on about. So they had a big reunion there last night. What else was there? Footage was shown there. And then the actor, obviously, who was the kid in Indiana Jones, he jokes on the stage saying, like, wait, this ain't the panel for Indiana Jones. Must have thought to put a joke on there. And the footage that someone's put out there saying that it shows they say that the one of the footage shows a lot more Kang action from the actor. So okay, so Kang is in the series. That 100% is confirmed, which I think it made sense because with the statue by the end. So, but obviously, does it confirm that is this the Kang we're gonna have? Is this the Kang from Quantumania, or is this another variant? I mean, I don't know. I mean, one, I keep thinking it might just the Kang we'll see in the Avengers film and obviously Quantumania, the more there's going to be the same one we'll meet, even for the Loki one. But with the variant thing, I keep thinking that, maybe each of the three projects are going to be a different variant Kang. But we won't know yet until we see Quantumania. But then the actor, obviously, I'll say the guy's name. It's K-E, and then his other name, and then another part of his name is H-U-Y, as another name. And his last name is Q-U-A-N. Now, they do say that he'll play a TVA employee. Well, someone who works for the TVA. New Rock Sauce was saying that he works as a some kind of data connect. Someone like who gathers information or something like that. I think that's what he said in his video this morning. I'm guessing that's what he said, but it's been a couple of hours since I saw that video, so it was something like that. Echo was brought up quickly to bring on that. They just say the show's wrapped filming. Yes, Kingpin is back, which we have saw from one of the pictures. But they do say that that he will have a bandit, one of the eye patches over his eyes. Well, bandages over his eye. So it sounds like that in this version, his one eye is blind. But I thought them on had done the his two eyes are blind. But I don't know, maybe that's what they meant to say, eyes. But we'll have to wait and see for the trailer or or an image. But the actor of the Kingpin does make an appearance on stage. Oh, excuse me. Next one is Fantastic Four. A funny thing that Kevin Feige comes out and say is that he says nothing to say about the film today. Okay, that was interesting. So he doesn't bring up a lot, but he does announce that someone who I think they said he directed WandaVision or he was a part of WandaVision. Matt, and his last name is S-H-A-K, and then Man, obviously with the other word. They confirmed that he's the director of the film, but they don't release no cast, so they ain't really telling us who yet. Okay. Daredevil was there as well. It's got a new logo with the double D's, so that confirms that he will have the double D's on his suit in the show. Then obviously in that bit on the stage, obviously Daredevil and Kingpin were on the stage together talking about it, which that was cool. It says it's going to begin filming next year with 18 episodes. So looks like it's still going with the 18 episodes. They don't come out and say like, oh wait. They don't come out and say, oh yes, we are filming 18 episodes, but we're going to cut it in half to make for 2 seasons. So they don't say that. Charlie Cox does say that he is excited to start again with Daredevil with double the amount of time. Ooh, so that sounds interesting. Now here comes to one of the biggest ones from D23, and it's Captain America, New World Order. It's got a new logo. This time around, it's got the stars. It's got the stars behind the logo, and it's got the wings as well. Well, they're in the looks of the wings. It's possibly like that. But info from it, they got, I want to save this one to last. I know I got it after the new logo bit, but I want to save that to last. But we start off with here. We got the guy, obviously the Black Captain America. Well, the old guy. He's making a return. So they don't say if Patreon's being back in it, but maybe he might get a confirmed announce. Maybe sometime later on next year or something. They say about the film. They discussed obviously the film as a pronus thriller. I think I explained that. Hang on, P-A-R-A-N-O-I-D, a thriller. Okay, so that sounds interesting. So a bit of serious. Then the lad who obviously in the comics who becomes the new Falcon, he's coming back and he will become the new Falcon. So that's pretty cool. Sadly, they don't show any artwork maybe they don't have any artwork yet of showing like, oh, here you go, this is what he's going to look like. But like I've said before, I hope that character, does have his wings under the arms. Because really, Falcon, obviously, because Sam's, wings, obviously, they're not, under the arms. Imagine, Vulture, some of his looks in the comics. He has his wings under the arm there. But this new Falcon does as well, so I hope that happens. And then they announced of an actress joining the cast. Well, yeah, a new actress, and they give out this character. Let me find it. Let me get her name up. So the character who's going to play her, is, oh my god, well, let's say the actress's name first. So the actress, her name is S-H-I-R-A, and her second name is H-A-A-N-S, never heard of her. And she's playing a character called, well, I have to spell this one out because I've never seen this name before, S-A-B-R-A. It's supposed to be another word for, and this is I'm going to be spelling out, R-U-T-H, and then it's bat, a line, and then S-E-R-A-P-H. A character I've never heard of before, but I have decided to look up on her, and she's a mutant. So hopefully she's a mutant in the film as well, because come on, Marvel, some of the characters so far, you haven't followed a line saying, oh, by the way, I got a different gene in me, so I'm a mutant. But you only done that with Kamala, but not really saying mutant, but you just said a mutation. So come on, we got to start having people saying, oh yes, I got a mutation in me, and then play that in the background. Please, Marvel, I want you to start doing that now after you just did with Miss Marvel and, well, Patrick Stewart's Professor X, that version. Well, that makes sense because obviously Professor X, so. But here's the big one. Tim, now, when I say the name now, you're going to recognize that name. Tim, and his middle name, B-L-A-K-E, Nelson. I'm sorry if I say his last name wrong, but it's N-E-L and then son. Will return as the leader, as the main villain of the film. So yes, the leader's coming back, baby. The leader's back. And I do wonder if this also tells us, well, let me get into that in a second after I read this bit. Because the actor comes out to say that Marvel is part of cinematic history, so to be coming back is an honor. And then obviously they said, and then the one bit I got here says, as he reprises well as the leader from 40 years ago in the film. Well, obviously that means like 40 years ago means like, oh, because his first appearance was Incredible Hulk and he hasn't appeared since then. But now I got a good feeling that She-Hulk, by the end of the series, there's going to be a little hint and a tie-in to the new Captain America film. Because I thought first, I'm like, well, very interesting that the leader is the villain of the new Captain America film. And I thought like, well, that's going to be interesting, a villain like that. I was like, I ain't mad about this. I mean, I'm really happy about this because I want to see the leader again and finally see the green skin, see what the head's going to look like. Because I was saying to myself last night, like, would he have that big, longest head? Or would it be like, well, if I'm correct about the Incredible Hulk animated series, when his head was like with those two ball things. Like, are they going to go for that version? Well, that version as well was like mushery a bit. Not Hulk mushery, but like, and builder mushery, or whatever you want to word it. Or will they just go with, he's still, not skinny, but like the shape he is, and obviously the head will be like that. Like that big. Well, you know what I mean. But, like I said, I've got a funny feeling that in the last episode, there'll be something that will tie into this film. And also as well, and I'm surprised they didn't tell us here, if they've already discussed about this. Does that mean that Professor Hulk or She-Hulk is going to have an appearance in this film? Because, come on, to me that screams that Hulk or She-Hulk, well, Professor Hulk really, I know they're calling him Small Hulk, but I call him Professor Hulk. Obviously, they're got to have a big appearance for the new Captain America film, because, come on, I mean, if you're bringing in a person who's got Gamma on them, you want someone else who's got Gamma in them to go against the leader. So, I would not be surprised if Captain America and the new Falcon, and also whoever else is part of helping them, team up with a Hulk. Because, come on, I mean, to me that screams there will be a Hulk in the film. I mean, if it's Professor Hulk or She-Hulk, but, I mean, I'm thinking more, it could be, well, I want to keep thinking, it could be She-Hulk, but I'm thinking, like, maybe they could go for Professor Hulk, because, come on, Professor Hulk hasn't fought the leader yet, so I'm like, get those two together to fight each other. Or, who knows, if the leader is the main baddie of the She-Hulk, maybe Hulk will have a fight with him in the show. I don't know, but We'll just have to wait and see on that. But all I just got to say on that one, I'm happy that the leader's back. And I'm happy that the actor's coming back to play him, because I've always did wonder, like, oh, will they ever get the actor back to play him? Or has the actor been like, oh, I'm not really thinking about coming back to play him, or not feel like it? But no, he's back to play him. So I'm happy on that. But like I said, we'll have to keep an eye on SheHulk now to see if he is in there. Because I'm going to finish surprised that he already filmed a scene for SheHulk. Come on. I would say he has. Now, let's move on to another big one. The Thunderbolts. And what they show of here is they show the artwork. And we got the lineup of who's in the team. Now, I want to say is, I would say there are some of the members. But I would say maybe them keeping them a secret. Which I will get to a bit why. But on the lineup, we've got, well, on the lineup, so we have got Madam Hydra, yeah, Val, Ghost from Ant-Man and the Wasp is making a return, Red Guardian from Black Widow, it's good to see him again, Elena will be in the film, Winter Soldier is joining the team, US Agent, which was obvious, and then female Taskmaster, which I'm not, I'm like, okay, female Taskmaster, okay. But that's the lineup of the team, and the actor and actresses, it's all the same people coming back, even for the female Taskmaster. But other things, the other things I just bring up saying is that the cast are on stage, except for the one who plays Elena, because she's filming Dune 2. But she does send a video message to the fans of D23, which that was nice. The artwork, which, oh my god, it looks amazing what they got on here. So, we got, obviously, Madam Hydra just wearing sort of what we've been seeing her wearing, but her hair is down and she's got the pink glasses on. Ghost from this concept art looks like the costume's the same, but I will not be surprised in the actual film that there will be some little difference. Red Guardian's got a difference. This time around, like, the body's red. Now, the symbol on his star, it's like the actual silver thing has been took off and he's just got the outline of it. His arms and legs have got, like, black colour on him. He ain't got his helmet, which, okay, about that. Still no shield, which, alright. Elena, new look for her. She's got goggles with a red on it. Still got obviously her hair. Oh, well, it's still the same hair colour anyway. I don't think they're ever going to change that because her character in the comics does have blonde hair. Now she's got the black suit, like a Black Widow suit one. She's got that green kind of jacket or whatever you want to call it. So she's got that in the film. The bracelets obviously gold, but in this artwork, it shows that it looks like they've just been in the battle, so she's got some scars and all that. And I'm in hearing as well that it sounds like that she's going to be the leader of the team. Okay, that sounds interesting. Winter Soldier. Now, when I looked at this picture again, it looks like that this artwork, it's just only him with his, I want to say in his Captain America and Winter Soldier, the Falcon and Winter Soldier series suit. So, maybe he'll be the same scenario that maybe he'll have a different suit in the film, but for concept, I'm just showing you with that for now. US Agent, with the suit he got by the end of the show. Well, by the end of the Falcon and Winter Soldier show. No shield as well, which, this is getting me worried for Red Guardian and US Agent. And then, female Taskmaster looks the same, but around the eyes, it looks like this time around, she ain't got like those type of glasses we saw in the film. It looks like the glasses are gone, it looked like the glasses are gone. And let me have a close up on it does look a bit different. Well, let me see a comparison. I mean, here it looks like that the face bit looks different. Let me just type it up and see a comparison. To me, for some reason, it looks like different, but I bet it won't when I get the picture. No, I am right. It is different. Because like I said, in the Black Panther film, obviously it's like she's got the big glasses on. But for the picture here, it's like no glasses. It's kind of like, oh no, this time around, it's like, you could say that maybe they are like glasses, but they're like separate. So it's like this side is like on this bit, covering around the whole bit here, and then like this bit's like kind of like that. So there looks like there's a bit of a difference there. Well, if that is the thing for the film, I mean, I don't know yet, because this is only concept art, but if it is, then okay, but maybe there might be some more changes to it later on. The lineup, I'm looking, this is a good lineup. Ones who are missing on there, which I'm surprised that I'm missing, but one I would say, well, two I would say, maybe there's a reason for that. But Barry Zemo's not on the list, which I'm surprised about that, because he's always been part of the Thunderbolts. Well, I've heard he's been part of the team, I think. Well, that's what I've heard of. Female Taskmaster, now, I did hear stories about, she was going to be back, and there has been some speculation saying that, we're going to get the real Taskmaster, like the male Taskmaster in it, but they don't confirm it here, so I hope that is going to be something for the film. Obviously, Ghost, I speculated that Ghost was going to be part of it. I did not expect Red Guardian to be part of the team, but okay. And Elena, and then Winter Soldier. I'm surprised that these three are part of the team. I mean, okay, you could take for Elena that, I think she's part of the team, because obviously, taking orders from Val, but I thought by after Hawkeye, she'd go like, maybe I might not want to work for Val, because she lied to me that, Clint killed my sister, but it turns out he didn't. So I thought she might have turned on her, but looks like she hasn't. Or maybe in the film, she might have look, I don't trust you, not after what you did with that, so I'm not going to trust you. So maybe it's like, I'll still work for you, but I'm not going to trust you. So it could be that. But the one also who's missing on there is Abomination, but maybe them keeping that secret for now, because obviously SheHulk is playing, so I might go like, so maybe by the end of the series, if Val does make an appearance to see him, then we'll be like, okay, he's confirmed to be in the team. And then General Wasp, Red Hawk. Now, we know there's been some thingy going on saying, because of the actor's dead, and we don't know what's going on there. Like, are they still going to have the character in the MCU with a different actor, or are they going to do like the T'Challa thing that, no, the character's dead in the comics? I mean, in the film side, but I would have thought they wouldn't do that, because the part of the Thunderbolts is because it's Thunderbolts' name, and, and all that. So, maybe them keeping those two a secret for now, and maybe Zemo as well, but I don't know. Or maybe Zemo might be the main villain of the film. We don't know yet. But we just had to wait and see on that. And now to finish it all off is the Marvels. Now, looks like, and on there, the Brie Larson, obviously, and then Miss Marvel, and then the one who's going to play, and then the actress who plays Photon, or Spectre, whatever they're going to call her. With the director, they're all on the stage. And they also do give footage of the film. Goose is going to make a return, which that's going to be cool. Which I think it made sense that the cat was going to make a return. They do give a little bit of info on the film, saying that the film focuses on the three heroes as they keep tracing places with each other every time they use their powers and must team up to fix their problem. Now, that was the thing that New Rockstars brought up as well, saying that in the footage, it shows that for some reason, that the three of them are swapping places. Now, that one's a bit of interesting, because I thought from the Miss Marvel, now this is spoilers if you haven't watched the whole Miss Marvel series, by the end, in the post-credit scene in the last episode, it shows that her, Miss Marvel's bangle starts glowing, and then next thing, she swaps places with Captain Marvel. Then I thought it was like, maybe Captain Marvel might have found the other bangle, or something happened, and then they swap places. But now I'm saying that Photon, Spectre, is also swapping places with them at the same time as well. So, okay, that's very interesting. So I'm like, I wonder how is Photon getting swapping places as well. But according to what the guy from New Rockstar said, what he saw in the footage, he saw that apparently he says where the locations where they swapped to. They say that Photon was floating in space in an astral suit, because by the end of WandaVision, the Skrulls say we need you up there in space. And they say that she touches some blue energy or something, and then some reason she starts swapping places. So they say that Captain Marvel, obviously, is in Kamala's room. They say Miss Marvel is in space where Photon was, and there's a bit with Nick Fury, and she waves to him and says, hey, can I join the Avengers? Apparently that's what she says in the footage. And we hear that Photon swapped places with Carol. Like, Carol was apparently, must have been fighting with some Kree. And then obviously when the swap happened, Photon ends up where Carol was. And now she looks like she'll be dealing with the Kree. So, okay, one, that's interesting. And two, we could all be like, okay, so Miss Marvel is not in great danger wherever she ended up. She's floating in space. Sounds like she ended up in the suit that Photon was in. So, okay, I didn't think it worked like that, but apparently that's what I heard. So, Kamala's alright. She'll be safe. Looks like she'll be with some little time with Nick Fury. So that's going to be interesting to see. And then, that's all really. That's all from yesterday's D23. All from this, I am really looking forward to all this they showed off. You know, yesterday, yes, sadly they don't bring up like, an X-Men a film, or Deadpool, or new stuff that we haven't seen yet. Not all the World War Hulk thing. But maybe that would be more till next year they might reveal those, or I would say there might be. So, and the Fantastic Four is the same. They don't, obviously one thing, we just got the director, so we'll take it as that. So, if you do want to see these images and the information for yourself, my Facebook Marvel page is down this, obviously the description down below. I've got the link is there. And then we give your own thoughts from this, like what you heard from last night. What do you think of it? Are you excited to see the actor who's going to come back as the leader to play him again? Do you think that the SheHulk is going to tie into the Captain America film? And also, what do you think of the Thunderbolts lineup? And do you think that Berezimo, Red Hulk, and Abomination are going to be part of the team? And do you think we'll get the real Taskmaster, the male Taskmaster, Tony Masters? Leave your thoughts down below. And then we can really discuss about this. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you like the video. Share this out to your friends. So, if they want to see someone different for a change, so one of my videos, and if they like it, they can subscribe to this channel to keep up with my, obviously, new videos and all my new videos. And if you are new to this channel, this is what I do. I do the Marvel and Transformers Cinematic Universe news. I do the Super Bowl TV spots, the Comic-Con / D23 stuff for the Marvel. I did spoiler reviews on the film side for the Marvel and Transformers. And, well, I said I was going to do it for the shows, but I said I might do for the Werewolf one. Depends how I feel on the day after seeing it. And, that was it. And then I don't do spoilery trailers and the clips. I don't do reaction to those because I want to keep everything a surprise for me. Because obviously they come out close before the project and I'm like, no, I want to be surprised. And then to finish this off, if you want to see my Secret Invasion reaction video, click here. My channel, make sure you click the bell so we're notified when new videos are up. And here to see my last Transformers video. So that's it really, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video of the D23 Marvel news. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching and see you again soon. Peace.